memma of AR means you are reading the memory. So whatever the content which is present in memory, I am reading that. Okay. In this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In these 6 operations, I am doing the reading the memory location which is pointed by the address register and to some register. D0, T1, T4 and I am reading to D4, DR. D1, T4 and here also I am reading the memory to DR. D2, T4 reading the content from memory to DR. D64 reading the content to DR. D7 bar IT3 and it is nothing but reading the memory to AR which is effective address. Then here it is nothing but R bar T1 which is nothing but I am reading the memory to IR. Now read operation I have to do all these are R operations. Now these are individual operations are AND and then we have to do R operation for all these gates. Okay. The next one is the to control single flip-flops. Okay. So if you want to make interrupt enable is 1, what is the code that I have to use? PB7. What is P? P ante D7 IT3. D7 IT3 ante meaning entama input output instruction. Okay. So input output instruction. And B7 if it is active, PB7 is active means interrupt enable is 1. Okay. Then PB6. These are the codes. Okay. PB6. I have to make interrupt enable is 0. Then RT2. So interrupt enable I am making as 0. And this one I will show with the help of one diagram. Check interrupt enable is 0 ante interrupt enable is 0 means we are not executing any interrupts. Okay. When interrupt enable is 1 means what? So we will execute the input and output instructions. Okay. And to implement this, I will use the small circuit. Okay. So by using this small circuit, I can control it. Where it has one JK flip flop. Okay. First to search 16 number. When interrupt enable is 1, interrupt enable is 1. When it is PB7. P and 8. Anyone what is P? P is nothing but D7.
Input output instruction.
D7 IT3 which is nothing but input output instruction. Okay. Now see here. Now PB7. P and D7 IT3. So P is nothing but this. So P D7 IT3 I am doing end operation, then I am getting P. Then B7 I am doing end operation, so I am getting the J. Is it okay? J I am getting. The next one PB6 is nothing but interrupt enable 0. So PB6, so you already got B here. So take that B, D6. Okay. Then this one for PB6 and RT2. RT2. That is also RT2. That also you have to do end operation and do all these two as R operation. Then give as an input to the K. When P and B7 is 1, P and B7 is 1. When P, B7 is 1, so what I will get? J equal to 1. Okay. Whereas this I will get as 0. Okay. So J equal to 1. When J equal to 1 and assume that this is 0. Okay. This is 0 because B7 is 1. So automatically it is 0. So when it is 0, assume that it is 0. So when it is 1, 0, when 1, 0 means what is the answer will get? 1. That means interrupt enable, what is the value will get? When you are applying PB7, I am getting interrupt enable is 1. Okay. Now similarly you check for this PB6. PB6 separate number. Suppose PB6. PB6 is 1. If it is 1, it may be any output 0 or 1. So what is the K value I will get? 1. Whereas this one is I will get as 0 because B7 is 0. Okay. When 0 1 0 1 ante emuntundamma 0. That means interrupt enable is 0. This is the simple table. Okay. This is the truth table. Okay. This is a simple digital circuit which is implementing the this controlling of the interrupt enable kickoff. Okay. Next one is a selection. This is nothing but suppose if you want to select the corresponding register, I have to use the selection lines S2, S1, S0. Okay. Now, can anyone, you already seen this topic, computer registers, where you see whenever the selection lines are 111, I will select the memory. Whenever it is 001, I will select the address register. Okay. Now, here I am using one encoder. Suppose if it is a selecting AR means X1 will be 1. So what I am doing, these selection lines. So by using selection lines, I will select the corresponding register. And here, what is the encoder? So now assume that if the encoder is X1 is 1. When X1 is 1, which one I will select? Encoder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And when X1 is 1, which one I am selecting? So 0, 0, 1. I am selecting the address register. Okay. And similarly, when it is X7 is 1, so which selection line I am? What are the selection lines? 111. And I am selecting the memory. Okay. Similarly, when X3 is 1, what are the selection lines? 0, 111. You are selecting the data register. Okay. And from this, you have to write what is X1? X1 is nothing but so to select AR on the bus, then X1 must be. So what is X1? So to select the AR, so D4, T4. So AR, whatever is there, I am transferring to PC. And D5, T5. So whatever is content which is present in AR, that I am transferring to PC. So what is X1? D4, T4 plus D5, T5. And one more important point, which is nothing but, can anyone, what is S0? S0 is nothing but here it is 1. So now verify S0 where it has 1. It has 1. 1 and it is X1. Similarly here it is 1. Here it is 1 means it is X3. And here it is 1. So here it is X5. And here it is 1. It is X7. Okay. Those are the lines. Okay. Now similarly S1. So are you understand this? What I am doing? Control of the common bus is accomplished by placing the encoder at the inputs of the bus selection logic and implementing the logic for each encoder input. Okay. That's what. So when it is 4 zeros, see when it is all are zeros, and the selection lines are 0, 0, 0. When it is 1 all zeros, then the selection lines are 0, 0, 1. So it is nothing but AR. When X7 is 1 and all remaining bits are 0, I have to select the selection lines are 111. Then I will select the memory. Okay. So for selecting the X7, so what is the answer I have to write? X7 is nothing but with respect to the memory, X7. Now I want to write X7. What is X7? X7 is nothing but whenever you have selected the memory, that is X7. So you already selected memory here. See here, in this case. Totally how many are there? 1, 2. You are reading the memory now. So reading the memory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the answer I have to write for X7. So 111, X7 is 1. X7 is 1 means reading the memory. So I have to get all those 6. X7 equal to this. Okay. So this is the design of the basic computer. And last topic. So this one, all sections it is not covered. Design and so in a computer, I have to design the accumulator logic. Accumulator is a 16-bit register, and always when you are doing any operation, I have to do with accumulator. If you are doing end operation, I have to do with accumulator with memory or some register. Okay. So I am designing the accumulator now. Okay. Now all of you see here this diagram. This digital circuit contains the AC. AC is a 16-bit register. Okay. Then for this, the one input is adder and logic circuit. We are getting one input from adder and logic circuit, and the input size is 16-bit. Okay. Then control gates is the one block which is providing the three control inputs: load, increment, clear, and those are the three inputs you are giving to the accumulator. Okay. And for accumulator, you have to give clock signal also. Okay. Then adder and logic circuits, what are the inputs? You are reading from the input register. Input register means it is 8-bit. From data register 16-bit. And this accumulator output you are giving to the adder and logic circuit. The adder and logic circuit will perform any function. Okay. So which is also 16-bit. So adder logic circuits, what are the inputs? So in exam in ask adder and logic circuit, what are the inputs? So data register, input register, and output of the accumulator. Okay. And adder and logic circuit has the input only 8 bits. Which input it is? It is nothing but input register. Okay, like that. So this is the diagram for accumulator. Now, what are the operations you do? You already know. So, what are the operations you do with accumulator? I will do the AND operation and store that result in accumulator. Then I will do the add operation, that is nothing but AC plus DR. Then store in AC. Then transfer the data from DR to AC. Then input register, whatever is there, I have to transfer to AC 0 to 7. Then complement accumulator. Then shift right AC, that is nothing but shift right AC. Then next one is nothing but shift left AC. Then AC is clear to 0 and increment AC by 1. This is nothing but incremental. Okay, all these statements. So what is the point written? All these statements where you are changing the accumulator content. Okay. So these operations you already know, but you have to remember these. It's okay. You see memory, if it is you have to check register reference and memory reference instructions. Okay. So these are the statements which are changing the accumulator, and try to remember accumulator one input is adder and logic circuit, and load input and load this is nothing but increment and clear, and you have to give one clock signal. Next one, how you are implementing all these operations. Okay, so here you said no. Here you said that you are applying load, then increment clear. Okay. Now I will show that. Now see this diagram, all of you. So this diagram is nothing but a gauge structure for controlling the load, increment, clear of the accumulator. So I'm giving 3 control inputs now. These 3 control inputs will not give directly load is 1, load is 0. For that you have to design one circuit for load, increment, clear. Okay. So to design that I am using this circuit. Now to maybe you think that sir, what is this circuit? Okay. First you verify when you have to load the accumulator. Mix you with the that's which all of you see here. This is nothing but load address register. Okay. See here, load accumulator. We are loading with accumulator. Doing operation, loading with accumulator. Here also AC plus DR. AC and DR, then that is nothing but D0, D5. I'm storing in AC. Then this is nothing but addition operation and storing in AC. That is D1, D5. And DR to AC, that is also loading. D2, D5, PB11, RB9, RB7, RB6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All these 7 operations I have to do load operation. Whereas RB11 ante I have to clear accumulator as 0. RB5 ante increment AC by 1. And remaining 7 operations are load. So all those load operations I am doing here. D0, T5. D0, T5 ante this first operation. Okay. D0, T5 and then next one D1, T5, D2, T5, NMM codes ఉన్నాయి PB11. So PB11. So I am giving as the P and B11. So what is the command? PB11 input register. Okay. Then RB9. RB9. Okay. That is nothing but complement. Then next one is RB7. Then RB6. RB6. So all these 7 micro operations I am doing what? Load operation. So I am giving all these inputs to one OR gate and which will produce the load output as 1. Are you understand? For accumulator, one more input is adder and logic, and one input is load or INR or clear. In these 3 inputs, only one thing will be 1. Okay. So in these 3, only one will be 1. Maybe load will be 1, or increment will be 1, or clear will be 1. If clear is 1, remaining 2 are zeros. Try to remember that. Okay. So when load is 1, these 2 are 0. So when load is 1, how to load the accumulator. Okay. Then similarly, if I want to increment, so what is the command for increment? RB5. So give RB5. So I am taking R from here. I'm taking R from here. This is R and this is B5. Now we are giving the increment line to increment. Okay. The next one, clear. Clear RB11. So RB11, B11, R I am taking from here. That means clear will become 1 now. And these 2 become 0. When clear is 1, we are clearing the accumulator. So like this, you can control the load, increment, clear of the accumulator. And for accumulator, can you say that accumulator, what are the inputs that I have to give? I have to give one clock signal, clear, increment, load, then adder and logic circuit, you have to give the 16-bit. Okay. So this is the how to control load, increment, clear of the accumulator. Okay. This is the last circuit. This is nothing but one stage of the adder and logic circuit. Okay. This is nothing but one stage of the adder and logic circuit. So this is the and one stage of adder logic circuit ante the meaning is here how many bits are there from adder and logic circuit? 16 bits are there. 16 bits are there. Now 16 bits has the 16 stages of adder and logic circuit. Okay, we require the 16 stages, and this is nothing but only one stage of adder and logic circuit. Okay, so this one stage of adder and logic circuit you are giving. So how many AND gates are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, like that here each bit you have to do. Okay, because you are doing here 16 bit. No, the input you are giving 16 bit and the output is a 16 bit. So for each bit you require single stage adder and logic circuit. That single stage adder and logic circuit is this. Okay, and this has one full adder and 7 AND gates. Okay, 7 AND gates. And for this load also you require 1 OR gate. What is this load signal? The load signal is this. The load signal is this. Is it okay, all of you? Here simply I mentioned as load. Herely I simply mentioned as load. But load, for this load, what is the circuit? This is the circuit. Okay. So for this single stage circuit, what you require? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 AND gates, 1 OR gate, 1 full adder is required. Okay. And the inputs are nothing but, so that means these are operations. What is the operation that I am doing? I am showing here. AND operation, add operation, load accumulator, input register, complement, shift right, shift left. These are the operations that I am performing. Okay. And this load is nothing but previous circuit output. And here, see here, accumulator I. So this accumulator I ante suppose I is 0 bit, accumulator 0th bit you are generating. Okay. And how we will do the AND operation here? To do the AND operation, so see, AND operation means a 16 bit. So 16 bit means there will have 16 stages will be there, and this is only one stage. When assume that I is 0, assume that I is 0. When I is 0, what is the operation? I want to do AND operation. I is 0 అంటే ఏం చేయాలి? Accumulator of 0, accumulator of 0 and in data register also I apply, no? So I have to do AND operation, accumulator of 0, then data register of 0. Then I will get the AND operation. Okay. Similarly, if I want to do add operation, so accumulator of 0 with the circuit. See here, I have to give this data register input to, and these two I have to give to the adder. Okay, accumulator of 5 and data register of 5 I have to give to the full adder circuit. Okay, then I will get to the single bit addition. Okay, then input register. So input register also the accumulator of 0, see here, accumulator of 0 and data register. So accumulator is not using the input register. This one is the input register. This is from input register. So this is next one is the complement. So complement means AC of I is given to the inverter. So it will be complemented. Then the output you will get as the complement. Okay. Then next one is AC. With respect to AC, I have to do the shift right operation and shift left operation. AC of I plus 1, AC of I minus 1. With respect to accumulator, you have to do. And this is complement accumulator. And this is nothing but input register data. Okay. And this is nothing but input register, some content will be there that will be transferred to accumulator 0 to 7. Then next one is the next one is nothing but load accumulator. Load accumulator, the content DR. So it doesn't require the accumulator input. Okay. So accumulator input is required for AND, add, check here, accumulator is given to this. That means AND accumulator is required. For adder also required. For load it is not required. Input register not required. For complement accumulator is required. Data register is not required. Then shift right it is required and shift left it is required. Okay. So like this, how many stages will be there? It is only single stage adder and logic circuit. Like this, you have 16 stages of adder and logic circuit, and all those has to be connected. Okay. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask. This is the topic. Yesterday I doesn't said design of accumulator logic. So design of accumulator logic, I already said accumulator 16-bit from adder and logic circuit, and load input load and increment clear and clock you have to give. And for adder and logic circuit, the inputs are output of the accumulator from data register from input register, and the control gates will control the load inputs. And in these load inputs, only one input will be 1 and remaining inputs are 0. And these are the operations I am doing, and that is implemented with this diagram. For load, we are getting 7. Then increment only 1. Then clear is also 1. Okay. Then how we are performing this one stage of adder and logic circuit. This is the diagram. These are the operations. Okay. Now we'll ask one question. Accumulator content you have to give to which operations? Can anyone? The accumulator data is given to the, for which operations you will give? Which operation content? And you are giving accumulator content. For addition you are giving. For complement you are giving. Shift right you are giving. Shift left you are giving. That means so for those 5 operations I am giving the accumulator input also. Okay. Is there anyone have any doubt? Try to go through the circuits and try to write on the paper, then only will remember. Okay. If you copy the answers, maybe in mid exam you will get the marks, but later in the final exam you will not get the marks. Okay. At that time you feel that it is difficult, and you feel that why I copied in mid examinations. If I study for mid exams, then the final exam will be easy. Like that you will think later. Okay. ఇప్పుడు కాపీ చేస్తే మార్క్స్ వస్తాయమ్మా, బట్ ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్లో మార్కులు రావు, కష్టం అవుతుంది పాస్ అవడం కూడా. అప్పుడు అనుకుంటారు ఎందుకు కాపీ చేసాం మిడ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో చదివితే బాగుండేదని. సో చదవండి, ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నా కూడా అడగండి. ఓకే, మండే ట్యూస్డే 2 రోజులు ఉంది కదా, సో ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నా కూడా అడగండి. సో అందరికి అర్థమైందా ఏం చెప్పాను? Okay, so I will wait for 1 minute, 1-2 minutes. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Then I will close the session. Okay. ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే చెప్పండి, లేదంటే ఒక 2 minutes సెషన్ క్లోజ్ చేస్తాను. Okay, Amma, I am closing the session. Try to read unit 2, and if you have any difficulties, you can ask. Okay. So in your class, you can ask or you can do anything. You can do mail me. Okay. Okay, Amma, thank you.